that in turn has freed up some of the higher echelon leadership in the company to focus solely on other things like contracts, you know, and the political side of the house, just rebuilding the country or the city, because they know the stations are handled, the op squads are handled, you know, and it's all done by NCOs. It just shows what NCOs can do given the chance to fulfill that role.
Okay. Is there and I really appreciate it. This is all you know, very enlightful. This is, I guess, the side of the joint security station that I guess I hadn't captured in some of the earlier videos. There was something we discussed earlier, and I'm trying to recall what it was. I don't have my notes here. Can you think of anything else that perhaps we've left out or we covered earlier and we haven't yet?
Like I guess the main thing I've walked away from this deployment of is, first off, another understanding how the other side sees it. Like,
you're talking about the Iraqis.
The Iraqis, like, you know, the Iraqis will still admit that, you know, hey, you know, we don't like the Marines here, we don't like the Americans here. Like, you know, we talk about on a fairly regular basis, you know, just friendly conversation, you know, like how, you know, one day they hope that we leave, you know, like they want us gone, but at the same time, like, the main thing is, you know, like, we got IPs that don't like Marines, they don't like Americans, but they like Humphrey, they like Shaw, you know, they like Ivan, they like all these guys that work here, you know, because they see them as friends. That just a negative downside is they're Marines, kind of like that buddy you've got in the States who's your drinking buddy, but his day job's a cop, you know, so kind of like, all right, you know, he's still my friend, he's just got a job that kind of spoils the fun sometimes. You know, it's that kind of thing. Like we're like truly friends, you know, and just, you know, they necessarily don't always agree with our line of work, but that doesn't take away from the friendships. And, you know, and the other thing, you know, like when I first found out we were coming back to Ramadi, like I wasn't happy about it. You know, I kind of had the attitude like, I already survived this place once. Like, why do I have to go fucking do it again? You know, but like it was good to come back just for the fact, you know, that like, you know, we had a rough time with it last time, but, you know, it was like the beginning of the end for the insurgency. You know, like the IA was starting to stand up. Iraqi army.
Okay.
The Iraqi army was starting to stand up, take care of themselves. You know, start taking over part of the city. The local guys were starting to stand up with police force. Like before, they wouldn't do anything that were with coalition forces. You know, but now like, hey, you know, we gotta you know, start taking care of our own city. The first two elections were happening for the Constitution or for the Parliament when we were here the first time, you know, just the beginning, you know, but a lot of guys still kind of left with the sense of like, all right, you know, we were another Marine battalion that went through a shitty Iraqi city, and, you know, some guys paid the price for it, you know, like, what's to show for it? We really didn't accomplish anything. Then to come back like a year later, a little over a year later, you know, and the city's safe, the police force is in full effect, they got the place locked down, you know, it's like, all right, you know, we've accomplished something. Like, it wasn't all for nothing, you know, we just didn't put in our 7 months and then, you know, just fill a quota and take off. You know, it was just a real good feeling. Okay.
Well, like I said, thank you again for sharing it. I guess I want to cover what's it actually like living at the joint stations with the Iraqis. How's that working out?
Like it works out good, you know, like, you know, it's all like for my role, like I'm in charge of making sure the IPs are going to training, like.
What S shop are you with?
I'm kind of, I guess you could call me kind of like the S3 / the XO, like.
Oh,
I kind of like I.
Are you the Bravo?
Yeah, I'm the Bravo.
Oh, okay. You're the second in charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the Bravo. You know, like my day, you know, I get up around 6. You know, start making sure IPs are getting to school, or if they need to go to school. You know, make sure they're briefed up on any patrols we've got for the day. You know. And just, you know, like my job is to work with that. Like my job is to make friends with Iraqis. Like, you know, just be in with these guys. You know, so like, you know, they don't completely hate me. I'd be like, all right, hey, we need to go on patrol. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. You know, whatever. You know, just you know, just help out. Just help train them. You know, just help support them. Like that's my whole role. I'm focused mainly on the IPs and just making sure, you know, they've got what they need and we're supporting them to the fullest, you know. And, it's developed a lot of good relationships. Like there's, like it's another link in the network. Like if we need something, like, if I'm tired of eating contract chow or MREs or whatever I've been eating, I can give a guy a couple bucks and he'll go pick me lunch up in the soup for me, or like if
at the soup, that's
the marketplace.
Okay, the Arabic for marketplace.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like I ran out of shaving cream, or I ran out of soap. Hey, can you go run by the store and pick me up some stuff? It's a real like, it's like a real like open sharing relationship. There's stuff that we have that, that they like they love sunglasses. So somebody gets an extra pair of sunglasses. Well, here you go, bro. Like I don't need them. Or we get care packages, we share them with them, because they don't get like all the goodies and the sweets that we get. Like you can't get it out in the soup as easy. It just goes both ways. We're just two groups of people trying to help each other make our lives as easy as possible.
Okay. Well, that's really good. I mean, I guess like I said, as a misinformed American, I just assumed, like I said, the relationship that you have with Iraqis was just kind of superficial. It wasn't nearly as close.
No. It's like a general, like we're like a family. Like we've got our arguments. Where we where we disagree or we argue or we fight. But at the end of the day, everybody shakes hands, sits down, and smokes a cigarette. I mean, we sit around, we watch movies with them, play video games. Like when the soccer tournament was going on, we sit there and we watch soccer. It's just. Like there's no, like we don't see each other as Marines and IPs. It's like Jimmy and Muhammad and Brandon and Ahmed, and it's just a normal everyday relationship like you have in America. We just have a little bit of language barrier that we have to deal with every now and then.
Okay. As a Bravo, I guess second in charge of the augmentation team, could you just kind of give us a real quick? I mean, you said you take care of training and stuff like that, but I assume it's a bit more complicated than just that, because you said it was kind of a cross between Bravo, second in charge, and S3, which is
operation. Like my whole job is just to coordinate. Like Humphrey wants to schedule patrol at this time. All right, go talk to the IP operations office. Like, hey, I need IPs for patrol. Hey, we've got X number of school slots. Who do you want to go? Just coordinate, just trying to make it as seamless as possible, because Humphrey's focused on like accomplishing his missions, like making sure the sewer gets fixed, the big stuff, contracts, like the really big picture stuff, and then I'm just here to help support him, and facilitate, like he's got the patrols, and that, like when Mel, the Iraqi police trainer, shows up, the IPs know he's coming and they get in class. I kind of assist him. Like
Mel, he works for the State Department, right?
I'm not sure. He's just he just comes in and helps train. Like,
he's an American, right?
Yeah, he's an American. Like I'm not sure. Like what? Like he's just he's another part of the family. Like he just comes in, helps us train. Like that's all I really know about him.
Okay. But he's a retired police officer, right?
Not like honestly, not really sure.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like when we sit around, we bullshit about sports. Like once we're off work hours, like
no more shop talk, huh?
Yeah, no more shop. 'Cause you gotta get away sometimes.
Does that kind of bother you? The fact that your day never really ends. You're at work 24/7.
Like sometimes it grinds, but it's just like any other job. Like I mean, we try to ensure that everybody gets a decent amount of downtime. So you can like go to sleep, take a shower, do whatever. But a lot of it isn't like work. Like there is the work aspect, but you're just kind of hanging out bullshit. Like all right, what's going on with this? Or watching a movie. Just like building relationships. Just trying to make everything go as smooth as possible.
Okay. Well, I guess if there's really nothing else, I guess we'll mean, is there anything else you want to say, or anything perhaps you feel like we missed?
No, I think I got it all.
Okay. Well, once again I appreciate your time and thanks again.
Okay, no problem.